you ever wondered why there's a job crisis in the software engineering industry amidst the tech boom? It's a paradox, isn't it? We're living in an era where technology is advancing at breakneck speed, where artificial intelligence and machine learning are no longer mere buzzwords but an everyday reality. We see self-driving cars, drone deliveries, and virtual assistants that can schedule our meetings and order our groceries. And at the heart of all these technological marvels are software engineers, the wizards who weave lines of code into digital magic. Yet, despite this technological renaissance, there's a job crisis in the software engineering industry. It's baffling. The demand for software engineers is higher than ever, with companies across industries vying for top talent to help them stay ahead of the technological curve. Job postings for software engineers have skyrocketed in the last few years, and the trend shows no sign of slowing down. But here's where the paradox lies. Despite the booming demand, many software engineers are struggling to land jobs. The unemployment rate among software engineers is surprisingly high, and many graduates with degrees in computer science are finding it difficult to break into the industry. It's a peculiar situation, a paradox that seems to defy logic. On one hand, we have an industry that is growing exponentially, with a dire need for skilled professionals. On the other hand, we have a pool of software engineers, equipped with degrees and a passion for coding, yet unable to secure employment. Is it a case of the market being oversaturated with software engineers? Or perhaps the skills that the engineers possess do not align with what the industry needs? It's a complex issue, one that requires a deep dive into the state of the job market, the skills that are in demand, and the strategies that software engineers can employ to increase their employability. So what's the missing link? Why are software engineers struggling to land jobs? Could the issue lie in the skills that software engineers possess, or more precisely, don't possess? The world of technology is a dynamic one, constantly in flux. The skills that were in demand yesterday might not be the same ones that are in demand today. The industry is always on the lookout for the next big innovation, the next groundbreaking solution. And it's this constant evolution that contributes to what we call the skills gap. Now, what is this skills gap? Simply put, it's the mismatch between the skills that software engineers have and the skills that employers are seeking. As the digital landscape continues to evolve at a rapid pace, the demand for new skills outpaces the supply of professionals who possess these skills. This mismatch leads to a situation where there are plenty of jobs available, but not enough qualified professionals to fill them. But how does this gap come about? One major factor is the speed at which technology changes. By the time a student graduates from a 4-year computer science program, a significant portion of what they learned in their first year could already be outdated. This is not to say these programs are ineffective, but rather that the nature of the industry requires continuous learning and upskilling. So, what's the solution? Ideally, software engineers should be lifelong learners, always willing to pick up a new programming language or familiarize themselves with the latest tech trends. They need to be adaptable, flexible, and hungry for knowledge. Employers, on the other hand, could also do their part by providing opportunities for on-the-job training and promoting a culture of continuous learning. Furthermore, it's not just about hard skills like coding or data analysis. Soft skills like critical thinking, problem solving, and communication are equally important. A great software engineer is not just someone who can write flawless code, but also someone who can understand the bigger picture, work well in a team, and communicate their ideas effectively. So, to navigate this so-called job winter, it's not just about having the right skills, it's about having the right mindset. How important is adaptability in this rapidly evolving tech world? Adaptability is not just important, it's essential. In the realm of software engineering, the landscape is constantly shifting and evolving. Like a river carving its way through a landscape, technology too ebbs and flows, creating new paths and opportunities. A few decades ago, languages like C and Java dominated the programming world. They were the bread and butter of any software engineer. Fast forward to today, and we see a plethora of new languages, each with its own unique strengths and applications. Python, Rust, Go, Swift. The list goes on. The emergence of these languages has not only diversified the field, but also raised the bar for what is expected of a software engineer. But why is being adaptable so crucial? The answer lies in the pace of technological advancement. With every passing minute, new technologies, frameworks, and methodologies are being developed. As a software engineer, you can't afford to be complacent. You need to be on your toes, ready to learn and adapt. Consider the shift from monolithic applications to microservices, or the rise of cloud computing. These are not just mere trends. They are fundamental changes that have transformed how we build and deploy software. And to stay relevant in this ever-changing world, software engineers must be willing to learn these new technologies and approaches. Adapting to these changes does not mean abandoning what you already know. Rather, it means building upon your existing knowledge and skills and integrating new ones. It's about growing and evolving with the industry. Being adaptable also opens up new job opportunities. Employers value software engineers who can navigate the changing tech landscape with ease. They want problem solvers, innovators, individuals who can leverage new technologies to drive their business forward. So how can you become more adaptable? Start by keeping an open mind. Be curious, embrace new challenges, continually learn and upskill, and most importantly, don't be afraid of change. Adaptability then could be the key to unlocking job opportunities in the software engineering field. Let's hear what NVIDIA CEO Jason Huang has to say about this. Jason Huang, the visionary leader at the helm of NVIDIA, has some unique insights about the job market for software engineers. He has always emphasized that the world of technology is ever evolving, and so must the engineers who work within it. Huang believes that software engineers need to be more than just coders. They need to be problem solvers. Sure, knowing the ins and outs of Python, Java, or C++ is essential. But according to Huang, what really sets an engineer apart is their ability to use these tools to solve complex problems. It's about using code to create solutions, not just to build software. Huang also places a huge emphasis on deep learning. In his view, the future of technology is intertwined with artificial intelligence, and deep learning is at the heart of it. Software engineers, he says, need to understand how to create systems that can learn and adapt on their own. This is a skill that goes beyond basic coding. It's about understanding complex algorithms, about knowing how to train a machine to think. Huang's perspective is that the future of software engineering isn't just about knowing more languages or mastering more tools. It's about understanding the problems that need to be solved and knowing how to use technology to solve them. It's about being able to learn and adapt as the technology does. As Huang sees it, the software engineers who will thrive in the future job market are those who are not just coders, but learners. They're the ones who are curious, who are always seeking to understand why things work the way they do. They're the ones who don't just learn a new programming language because it's trendy, but because it allows them to solve a problem in a better way. So, according to Huang, the key to avoiding the job winter isn't about cramming more knowledge into your brain. It's about developing your problem-solving skills, about diving deep into the world of artificial intelligence and deep learning. It's not about knowing everything, it's about learning what's necessary. What can we take away from this discussion? As we draw our podcast to a close, let's circle back and reflect on the key insights we've unearthed. Firstly, we delved into the paradoxical nature of the job market for software engineers. Despite the booming demand for tech skills, many engineers find themselves facing job scarcity. This conundrum, as we've discovered, is largely due to a skills gap that exists within the industry. We explored how the rapid evolution of technology outpaces the speed at which traditional education systems can adapt. The result? A workforce armed with outdated skills, struggling to secure positions in a landscape dominated by cutting-edge tech. But, as daunting as this may seem, it's not a dead end. That brings us to our second point, the critical importance of adaptability. In an industry as dynamic as software engineering, the ability to learn and adapt is paramount. The tech world doesn't stand still, and neither should we. By embracing change and continuously updating our skill sets, we can bridge the skills gap and remain relevant in the job market. From NVIDIA's CEO, Jason Huang, we learned that problem-solving skills are equally valuable. It's not just about knowing how to code, but understanding how to use that code to create solutions. As software engineers, we're not just technicians, we're innovators. And in a world increasingly dependent on technology, that's a powerful position to be in. In conclusion, the software engineering job market may be a challenging terrain to navigate. However, armed with the right skills, an adaptable mindset, and a knack for problem solving, we can not only weather the job market winter, but emerge stronger on the other side. We need to see the rapid evolution of technology not as a threat, but as an opportunity for continuous learning and growth. After all, as the saying goes, the only constant in life is change. The job market may be tough, but with the right skills and mindset, software engineers can not only survive but thrive.